Two vacuums, very different price points. The question is, does a Dyson V15 Detect actually clean better than a Samsung Jet 75, or are you just paying for the name? I tested both of these head-to-head, hard floors, carpet, deep cleaning, hair pickup, battery life, all of it. Not based on spec sheets, actual testing. And here's what the numbers say. The Dyson V15 Detect was once upon a time Dyson's flagship. It was the first I've seen with a green laser built into the floor head that illuminates fine dust you'd normally miss. A piezo sensor that counts particles in real time, fully sealed filtration, and an auto mode that adjusts suction if it detects debris on the surface. The Samsung Jet 75 is a mid-range stick vacuum. No smart features, no laser, no auto mode. But it's a solid cleaner at a significantly lower price point. So the real question is, how much does a gap in features actually matter when it hits the floor? At max power, the V15 puts out 69.19 CFM at the nozzle. The Jet 75 hits 40.66 CFM. That's nearly 70% more airflow when you crank the Dyson up. At low and mid settings, the gap is smaller. 39.98 versus 24.35 on low, 36.32 versus 29.64 on mid. But it's always there. It shows up in the cleaning tests. The Jet 75 weighs around 6 pounds with a tube and nozzle. The V15 is 6.8 pounds. That 0.8 pound difference is noticeable on longer sessions, especially in handheld mode. The Samsung also puts the handle behind the motor, which gives it better balance. The Samsung Jet 75 holds 0.8 liters versus the V15's 0.75 liters. A small difference day to day, but what matters is how each empties. The Jet 75's entire dustbin assembly detaches from the body and has a wider opening, making it cleaner and more straightforward to empty. The V15's opening is a bit narrower, but with a hygienic system, emptying it requires fewer steps. However, one issue with both is long hair wrapping around the middle filter assembly. Both vacuums have detachable batteries, so you can buy a spare, but the Jet 75 has a catch. There's no charging port on the battery itself, so it has to be attached to the vacuum to charge. That largely defeats the point of a removable battery. The V15 lets you charge the battery independently, which is a real advantage if you're running two batteries back to back. The V15's Laser Slim Fluffy Roller has a bright green laser built into the floor head that illuminates fine dust you'd otherwise miss on hardwood. The Jet 75 has no equivalent. The V15 feature sounds like a gimmick until you see it in action. It reveals dust that's completely invisible under normal lighting. The Jet 75 actually hit 100% on hard floors. The V15 scored 99.85%. On standard carpet, both scored 100%. Sand on hard floors, both came in at 99.8%. For everyday surface dirt, either vacuum gets the job done. This is where the airflow difference starts to matter. The V15 scored 100% on deep cleaning. The Jet 75 scored 93.25%. That nearly 7-point gap means the Samsung is leaving embedded dirt behind that the Dyson pulls out. If you have pets, high traffic carpet, or thick pile, that difference is real. Next, we'll look at the hair pickup, which is the biggest gap in the test. V15 97.76%, Jet 75 82.36%. If you have pets or long hair in the house, the Samsung is going to leave a visible amount behind every pass. One note on maintenance though. When hair does wrap on the V15's axle, it binds tight enough that you'll need scissors to cut loose. The Jet 75 had more hair wrapping on the axle overall, but it pulls off easy by hand without much effort. But the Jet 75 is easier to clean when hair does wrap. On hard floors at low power, the V15 runs for 1 hour and 24 minutes. The Jet 75 runs for 41 minutes. At mid power on hard floors, 41 minutes versus 24 minutes. Even on carpet at max power, the V15 lasts longer, 11 minutes versus 9. If you have a large home, that runtime difference is going to matter. This one's a surprise. At max power, The V15 hits 80.8 decibels. The Jet 75 is 82.3 decibels, close at full blast. But at mid-power, the gap is significant. The V15 runs at 72.3 decibels, while the Jet 75 hits 81.7 decibels. That's a 9.4 decibel difference. And since most people clean on mid, the V15 is noticeably quieter in everyday use. To check for air leaks, I ran a fog test, pumping vapor through each vacuum and watching for any escaping from the body. The V15 came through clean with no leaks anywhere. The Jet 75 wasn't as tight. Fog was visibly seeping out near the dustbin and around the battery compartment. That means unfiltered air is making it back into the room while the Samsung runs. Something worth knowing if you have allergies or are sensitive to fine dust particles. The V15's biggest advantage is cleaning performance across the board. It scores 99.91% overall, with a perfect 100% on carpet, deep cleaning, and near perfect everywhere else. Hair pickup at 97.76% is its strongest edge over the Jet 75. That all comes down to airflow, nearly 70 CFM at max power, which is close to 70% more than the Samsung. Battery life is another major strength. Over 84 minutes at low power on hard floors, roughly double what the Jet 75 manages. Add in the laser dust detection, piezo sensor that counts particles in real time, auto mode that adapts suction by surface, and full seal filtration. And this is a vacuum built to handle whatever you throw at it. And despite being the more powerful option, it's actually quieter in everyday use. It's the more expensive option. It's also the heavier vacuum at 6.8 pounds, 0.8 pounds more than the Samsung. The dustbin is slightly smaller at 0.75 liters versus 0.8 liters. When hair does wrap on the axle, it wraps tight enough to need scissors. More annoying to deal than the Samsung's hair wrap. The Jet 75 earns its place by matching the Dyson on the tests that matter most in day-to-day cleaning. It actually hit 100% on hard floors, edging out the V15, and both tied on standard carpet. It's lighter at 6 pounds and better balanced thanks to the handle position, which makes it more comfortable for extended sessions. The dustbin is larger at 0.8 liters and detaches completely from the body for easier, cleaner emptying. Hair wrap on the axle, while more frequent, pulls off by hand without tools. And it does all of this at a significantly lower price point. The gap shows up here where cleaning gets harder. Deep cleaning on carpet comes in at 93.25%, nearly 7 points behind the Dyson, meaning embedded dirt doesn't all come out. Hair pickup is the biggest weak spot at 82.36%, leaving noticeably more behind on carpet compared to the V15's 97.76%. Battery life is roughly half the V15's at most settings, and there's no way to charge the battery independently. It has to be docked on the vacuum. It's also louder in everyday use, hitting 81.7 decibels at mid-power versus the V15's 72.3 decibels. No auto mode, no laser detection, no smart features. And it failed the fog test, meaning it's pushing some unfiltered air back into the room. For most people, the V15 Detect is the better vacuum, but that doesn't automatically make it the better buy. If you have carpets, pets, or a larger home, the performance gap is real enough to justify the price. Better deep cleaning, better hair pickup, nearly double the runtime, quieter in everyday use, and it passed the fog test where the Jet 75 failed. Those aren't spec sheet numbers. That's what show up in testing. But if your home is mostly hard floors and you're not dealing with a lot of hair, the Jet 75 does the job at a fraction of the cost. Surface cleaning performance is basically identical to the Dyson. It's lighter, the dustbin is easier to empty, and it's a genuinely capable vacuum. Pick the V15 if performance is non-negotiable. Pick the Jet 75 if you want capable, no-frills cleaning without a flagship price tag. Click on the link below for the detailed comparison, including all the test results. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I publish new comparisons like this, and I'll see you in the next one.